Alrighty. Oh shoot. Hello, Yasuda. Oh. Let me turn that down. I think that's a bit loud. How you doing? How are we doing on this fine evening? Come on, man. Well, welcome everyone to the stream. Okay. Oh, Jesus. So I have some lofty plans for today. I'm playing with the camera controls while I was just playing with the exposure, and it really didn't really quite work out. I think that's better. So today's plan is to get Sway to run. Sway being the Wayland window manager, tiling window manager. I fire up Sway here. I copied over Sway and its dependencies. You can see it goes black for a while. And then it says unable to create backend because it can't open a DRM device. And that's the job of let me see if I can zoom in here, maybe to make it better for you guys. Well, it's LogInD's job to provide a valid DRM device to to Sway specifically. I'm not sure if under X this works the same way, but I'm really more interested in getting this working right now. So I know at least one part of what I'm supposed to implement here, which is that if I do sharpen its CTL list seats, I think. Right, so one of these devices, one of these devices is supposed to be the frame buffer. Shoot. It's not showing up right now, but I don't think any of those are the frame buffer, the DRM device. That's strange. Let me try booting again. But basically the goal is to open the DRM device and prepare it for a compositor to use it, because LogInD interacts with Sway interacts with LogInD to receive its session and to receive a DRM device, a frame buffer, to take exclusive control of. Oh man, okay. What was I looking at? Login D session device, I think is what I want. Oh, come on. If I go to source, login D session device. So there's a function here that will open and prepare a DRM device. It'll set the DRM master using an IOCTL call. It activates using that. It also activates evdev devices, evdev devices. I'm not sure how to pronounce that one, but that's basically for the input subsystem of Linux. For example, keyboards. Basically anything under the input class, if I recall correctly. Let's try list seats again, because I remember capturing a device that was supposed to be the frame buffer. If I go to Fedora and see what login.ctl would list as its devices, then I think we'll see that login.ctl shows seed 0. Can it show the devices? Seed status. Oh shoot, my stream title is top 15,000 cheese, which is wrong. It's top 150,000, but let's just fix that real quick. Okay, I think that's apt. Yeah, how you guys doing? Is the stream okay? Is the audio, fine? Oh, there we go. Huh, there is no... Oh, no, that's it. See, the PCI... My mouse cursor isn't visible over this, but... can I make it visible? No. Well, you can see right here. Again, I can't show you, but it's the one marked with master PCI 0000002.0. That's the frame buffer, that's the graphics device, that's the master of seat. So I'm really curious as to... If I go to Sharp Suite here, now the master of seat device is supposed to be marked by a udev tag. And previously I've had udev config get overwritten by the build process that builds Sharpen. So I'm gonna look at run udev tags. And yeah, there's no master of seat here. What is it? Is it the... Maybe it's the version of udev. If I do status --slice. Well, at least it's running systemd udev data, and that's correct. Ls etc udev. That's not supposed to be empty, I don't think. Let's reboot and look at Fedora, just to cross-reference. Huh. Where is it? Where's the... Oh yeah, I did mean that. That's very helpful. Oh, it's under the lib. That's right. Udev rules D, and then we enumerate the rules in MNT, which is the partition in which Sharpen lives. Udev rules D. Well, those seem alright. Yeah, I've faced this one before, and yesterday it was working, so I don't really understand what's wrong here. Let's see. If I just do basis. Really? Oh, right. Asterisks. Maybe I should just wipe those and hard replace them with the UDA rules on my system, on my Fedora system, that is. So if I do target root usr lib UDA, and then etc udev, and what else? I think those are it. And then I target root etc, and then cprf user, no, lib. I mean, lib is symlink to user lib, but lib udev target root lib. And then I also nuke those in the auxiliary partition. udev, and then etc udev. And then I build. Let's see. Oh shit, what? We gotta... Oh no. Well, we have a core dump. Come on. Let's... Oh, come on. Kernel panic. I was gonna try to sync to disk, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna lose that core dump. I don't know. Oh, shoot. Come on. Let's see now. ls mnt. Did we get him? November 4th. Yeah, I think that's what we want, but well, there's a problem with the core dumps that I get out of this system, which is that I don't know how to use LLDB, which is, you know, kind of embarrassing, but see. Oh no, that's totally not what I want. I think I have to pass like a C. I mean, see, I can load it, you know? I can load the core dump. And it's just that I can't point it to the right, I can even point it to the right .NET executable. If I do mount .NET, I think that's it. But I can't make it load the libraries that .NET is linked with correctly, which are in the auxiliary partition. So if I do something like, I think it's images list. No, image list. Right. It's supposed to list a whole bunch of libraries here. So I can't really, I do threads. Also, my prompt is gone for some reason. I think it's because I don't know. But if I do something like CLR stock, right? Yeah, can't find libcore CLR. Can't find libcore CLR. How can I point it to that? Image at mount lib invalid module path. Oh right, it's in where is it? It's in, I think it's in shared under .NET. Is it? Yeah, it is. Oh man. Is there a way to make this easier for me? I mean, thinking. Well, I mean, if I got LLDB into Sharpen It into the Linux installation there, then I think I wouldn't have to do any hard work to make it load the right images. Let's try that. I mean, what the heck? Well, not quite, because it wouldn't have the .NET debugging. There's a thing called SOS, which is what enables LLDB to debug CLR programs at all. Dang. I think I'm going down a rabbit hole. You know what? It's great that we have a core dump, but I think I'm gonna have to ignore it for now. I will probably take a look off stream. Let's see now. Sharpen a CTL list seeds. Nope. No master of seed. No master of seed. If I look at libudev rules D, where's the master of seed in here? It's under 60 DRM, I think. No. Subsystem DRM. Shame I can't highlight a line because my cursor disappears, but subsystem DRM, I think I'm gonna get some copy. Oh man. Once again, I've been through this issue before. I don't remember what I did to fix it. Do I have to like udev ADM? That set node mode set. Well, I mean, I'm not supposed to do that because I think that disables DRM. I think that disables any chances of graphics working. I'm pretty sure. But if I do sharpen and CTL list seats, yeah. So now it appears, and if I do run udev tags, there's a master of seed. I think that's like a. I'm not entirely comfortable with what I'm doing in general, but let's look up I'm pretty sure it has to do with it. I mean, it disables kernel mode set, and I'm pretty sure kernel mode set is something I need. KMS also enables newer technologies such as DRI2. Do I need to pull in a driver? That shouldn't be it. It's a fucking virtual machine. It has a virtual VGA driver. Oh, wait, hold up. Am I setting the right graphics in my QEMU? My QEMU config? Let's look at QEMU. How do you say it? I have trouble pronouncing a lot of these, like the names of tools and technologies. Because I mean, you just read about them. You don't usually speak about them. Okay, so by default, it has a VGA card. Dang it. So why does it, why does Fedora get to see it? Oh wait, Fedora has no mode set. Wait, but that's because I put that there. If I disable no mode set in Fedora, I wonder what happens then. Do we have a master of seed still? Oh Jesus, that's very laggy. Login CTL something. Oh, come on. Where'd that go? Anyway. Seed 0. Oh, it's... Graphics FB0. So what's setting that up? Kernel mode setting. I don't think this is what I'm using. Man, that's annoying. I think it's assuming a bigger screen size. If I do mode set. I mean, you know what? Yeah, let's continue with no mode set in Fedora because I mean that seems prudent if you want to get something working. So if I do sway here, is that gonna work? Failed to load driver, Bosch. Able to. Oh wait, it's just because it's not running as a user. So if I do exit, oh no, Kate sway. Failed to. Come on. Let me log in as Kate. Let me switch to. Oh, of course, the second TTY is also set to auto login. Now if I do Kate... Oh, what was my password? There we go. So if I do sway... Okay. Anything? I don't think so. If I go back here, Pico sway, and then I go to BT3. Oh, okay, that's a bunch of stuff. Fail to get DRM device, FD from render. So while Fedora is having trouble right now, starting. Do I need to install a driver still? It's PV-ish. It's pair virtualization-ish. I should also put on some music. I hope that's not too loud. Well, I trust you guys will tell me if it is. What's the difference between DRM and a graphics driver? QXL that I want. Okay. Am I really... Well, let's choose one of them. Do I have the right kernel modules for QXL? Let's see. Huh? Oh, okay, it just needed a space. I was at VGA, not GPU. There we go. Jesus, that's lagging really bad. It's not a good sign. But at least the name is different here. Now it says QXL VGA. That's a desktop. Nice. And, oh shoot. How am I gonna send keys here? Because I assume it has... come on. I need to have like I need to write something into my sway config real quick to enable a pass-through mode. I've done it on my laptop before. Mode pass-through. Okay, let's test that. Oh, okay. And if I do that, well, I mean, I don't have a sway config. Maybe that's part of it, but it does seem to be. Oh, there we go. Okay, well. I mean, that's interesting, because it says it failed to get the DRM device FD from renderer, but well, one thing I'm gonna try is try to get some drivers for that graphics device. Oh, I'm still in pass-through mode, by the way. Fedora QXL driver. Oh, do I need to get this? I mean, it's all, it works. It's just complaining that I can't open a file. XF86, XF86, I need... there's like a command, repo query. It's provides, I think. Provides, yeah. And what is it? No, come on. Why can't I scroll back in the... in my history, in my scroll back? Come on. Let's sway. Pass-through mode. Exit. And then we'll see. Wait, no, we don't. Oh, people sway? Is that it? Strange. So now it works without complaining about any library missing. Oh no, okay. Failed to open QXL. QXL DRI, that's what I want. So sudo dnf repo query provides QXL DRI.so. Really? QXL DRI.so. Is it because I already have some QXL driver? I mean, I know that it's a kernel module that really provides the support, but it's looking for some library under lib64. And even though it works, I feel I should provide it with something. Fail to initialize Glamour, falling back to software. See, I don't think that's good. And I can't get the DRM device FD. I feel like there's something amok here. Will you let me search this, Fedora? I don't think that's it, but it won't have the same name. There's a chance it might. Dang it. I mean, if you guys have any ideas, if you guys have any feedback, am I just completely lost here? What do you guys think? What do I need to install here? Should I just copy all of the libraries from Fedora into Sharp Suite? But I mean, even Fedora is lacking that library. I don't get it. Right, I just saw it here, but I'll try it. I'll try it. Once again, I don't even know if I need this. And it seems to be software rendering fine. Let's Nah, I don't think that did it. Failed to get DRM device FD from render. I feel like that's just a fallback message or something. I'm gonna get some coffee. Wayland DRM not supported. Let's look at I'm just gonna look at the Wayland article on the Arch Linux wiki. And then I'm just gonna sort of give up and start working on what I was supposed to be working. No. Oh, come on. What do you guys think? Have you been following along? Am I just chasing some meaningless thing here? Maybe I should try running X. If I do, let's install like LXD. Does LXD has it moved off of Xorg? Maybe I should try like Fluxbox or something. Hello, obscurely meme. Well, what I'm doing is I have a systemd replacement in C#. I am trying to what do you call it? I'm trying to get my systemd lognd implementation to work correctly, and systemd lognd does some device handling, including handling of the frame buffer device. So I'm like, I realize that's not very descriptive, but that's what I'm trying to do. How do you install it? What's the X package in Fedora? It's because I'm running Fedora server. I'm pretty sure that's not helping. Okay, let's try that. I'm using my mouse because I have the pass-through thing, which means everything is passed through to the underlying application. Okay. Xorg X11 server, I think. If I remember incorrectly. Alright, let's try and... Yeah, that makes sense. Xterm. See, it doesn't, though. I think the fault is... I think the reason why not is because it's running, Fedora server. I'm not even sure that matters. Do they have different, come on. Oh, that's already installed. So I have... Okay. So I already have an X server. Well, now I need to kill it. Oh, I'm already at the third BT. And then pkill X. Cool. Well, I don't think that X talks to lognd. That's far-fetched. But that's something. Dang it, I was going into this with such determination. Now I'm kind of lost as to what I even need to achieve. Because Sway is not able to retrieve a DRM FD from lognd. So what is it even doing? Yeah. And also, why am I not getting a master of seat when I run sharp in it without no mode set? What's so different about this Fedora system here? Is there a way to show UWADM help? Info. Oh. Come on, what's the device path? ID login CTL, seat status, seat 0. And then UDEV, ADM, info, sys devices, platform. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. PCI. Oh, why is it auto-completing? It's supposed to take a sys path, right? Oh, right. Devices. Whatever, I'll write it out. Wait, it doesn't even have master of seed. What the hell? Oh, DRM card 0. Okay. Well, I don't even think that I'm getting a listing under DRM. I do sharp suite. Yeah, no mode set is gone. If I do sys devices, see that. No tags. No nothing. What's Fedora doing different? Well, I mean, obviously, something to do with UDEV. We don't have the DRM. We don't have the DRM card 0, FB 0, none of that. Let's look at some rules. Let's look at the UDEV. Rules D. $60 DRM. System D intensifies, yeah. Subsystem DRM. I'm not even getting system D intensifies. Wait. Do I need to load some modules? Is that it? I think that honestly might be it. Oh my god. Of course. Yeah, there's a unit to load modules. Dang it. At least I'm pretty sure. Obviously, there's a bunch of modules there, and what is it? What's the sys module? No, that's the device units. System D modules load. System mod probe. Okay, let's look. Oh wait, that's just a slice. So system CTL status system. Oh come on, system D modules load. Let's cat that. Okay. Load kernel module, of course. So systemd modules load. Okay, well, that's something I need to clearly replicate. Can I just copy that binary? That's a lot of dependencies for something like that. But you know what? I'm gonna try my luck. I'm going to try my luck. And then I'm gonna copy user lib systemd modules load. Man, that was very elementary. I mean, obviously I need to load the kernel modules. Like, duh. What do I need? I also need, all those modules load, .d directories. Wait, do I? Are those inverted? Okay, let's look at, modules load d. Right. Of course. Okay. That's simple enough. Let's find all of those modules.d directories. ls etc modules load. Nothing. One under lib. I don't think that's the one we need. One under user lib is symlinked local lib. That directory doesn't even exist. What the hell? Where does it load from? I look at that's weird. It seems to be inserting just one module. That PKCS 8 module? Huh. No, that can't be it. I do systemctl again. Strange. Very strange. Strange. Well, I'm gonna have to go pee, but I will be back. Please stick around. And we'll get to the bottom of this. we're back. And we are back. Okay. Oh, let's look at what's under that system mod probe slice. What? Come on. It surely can't be in run. Is it like... Interesting. That's interesting. So if I do, what was it? Lib modules? Huh. Oh, geez, okay. Alright, let's try copying that, I guess. I mean, hell, let's just copy all of lib modules, am I right? CPRF, ESYS, target root, no, lib. Oh, that must have been large. Let's build. Let's see. Let's build. Let's see. Hopefully, we will have our kernel modules. God willing. Oh, wow. Yep. I saw it. I saw it. Sharpen and CTL, list seats. There we go. That was it. That was it. So now we have master of seed. Now we have the DRM device. I wonder. Okay. I mean, not quite. But I bet it's just hinging on Logindino. Well, it's not making a... It's gonna be making, let's go to libseat. Libseat is what, Sway uses, specifically Wayland roots, WL roots. Libseat uses that, to enumerate the DRM devices, etc. Let's look at the source of this. See, the thing is, it says backend session lognd.c here in the error log, but that's from a version of. I mean, I suppose I could find the upstream version of Sway for this Fedora version, but the gist of it is that Sway master upstream is not has that backend moved out to libseat. You look like someone who programs. I'm not sure that... Okay, if that's a compliment, thank you. If that's an insult, well taken. I acknowledge, yeah, I probably do look like someone who programs. But regardless, libseat, sorry. Libseat is what enumerates the devices, finds the DRM device, and it looks at login over dbus to do all of that. So first of all, invalid XDG session ID is 0. Is that really so? I mean, It's neutral. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. If I do echo xdg session ID 56. Okay. I wonder why it's saying that it's invalid. Let's just duplicate this tab and search for xdg session ID. I mean, it's probably more prudent to just find the Fedora way. The maintainer's version, the source package. Just for good measure, let's check Sway version. I mean, 1.6. It doesn't tell us the exact version, but I think that's good enough. Likely close enough. Uzabe. Thank you for the follow. I'm not sure that I pronounced your name right. Oh gosh, is there... Can I just, browse the source package, please? I guess that's as good as it's gonna get. Oh, I can't even fetch it. Fine, I'll download the entire package. Can I do that? Okay, that's great. And then I extract that. Just give me a second. Let me do that on my other screen here, because I think it's gonna pop up a directory chooser. Let me just plop that out to repos. Cool. Let's bring this back. How did you learn how to program? I'm self-taught, and I learned because computers are fascinating. Okay. Let's extract that. Sway. Go to Sway. And then let's look at where would it be? Under protocols? No. Sway. No. Find name loginb.c. Oh really? Oh, it's in oh gosh, it's in WL roots, not in Sway. So is it gonna be a WL roots package? Yeah, it is. Wait, is it? Ooh, a systemd replacement. Hello, and welcome. Yeah. Oh shoot, I just went to the entire tag there. I don't know which version of WL roots that is. I mean, I suppose it's like right in the binary. Once again, I'm... Okay, let's go there. Let's get that. Let's open it. Let's extract it into repos. And then let's go there and take a look at that file. So if I do, right, that's right. Backend session login d. Let's see. Now we have the right source for that. So if I go to line 576, which is the my mouse cursor disappears, but it's this error message right here. So invalid XDG session ID. Oh, SD session is active. So we need to satisfy that function, which is probably going to check some proc file. Satrack75, thank you so much for the follow. Okay, time to go to systemd source and find that function. It's probably going to boil down to implementing that. Right. So we have a session, we have a file that we dump into a run directory for each session. That's what login does. If I, for example, if I do cat run systemd login, no, systemd session, right, and then 56. Right. So you can see there's a bunch of information there. And we're building a file like that, but it's not as 0.ref. Oh, wow, is that even empty? Oh, no, that's the FIFA file. Okay. If I just do 0? Huh. Well, that's what we have to do at this point. We have to create that session information file. And that's going to be something like, session file contents is, let's see. Let's just make it a string and then build it. No, let's make it a string builder. Just so we can use append line. By the way, guys, is the audio alright? I'm always anxious about the audio being not good. I mean, I suppose if I'm so anxious, I should just put on some headphones and monitor it. Cool. Okay, good to know. So, well, the least we're gonna have to do is set active 1 here. We could probably do with setting these as well. Let's see what WL roots does right after that. So it checks whether the session is active. Okay. Hit get session, get display. Do you play some game on your free time? I unfortunately don't. So just for reference, I'm gonna go check what Fedora says. Fedora, when started, in this environment, puts in the session file, especially the session type. I think it would be a text session, just starting out here. But let's see, run systemd sessions. Yeah, just 1. Okay, yeah. So I will just have to do... I will have to do state is active. Type is session type dot toString dot toLower invariant. And in fact, so state says active. Whatever, I think we can hardcode that for now. What else? Set the seat. Set the user ID. Session dot user ID. Say user. Username. I think we should do is display 1. I think we should do... What other information do we have here? The TTY path. Session.tty path. Oh, what the hell? What else? Oh, we should set the leader for sure. Session leader ped. I don't think that's enough. And then what we do is file.write all text. Session dot. What is it? Come on. It's supposed to be like, okay, I guess we have to also create a, what do you call it? State file. State file. You have to create a state file path, the same way we do here. Hell, we could probably add that as a property to the session object. What's it called? What's it called? What's the thing? A state file. And then we could construct that in the constructor here. State file is run systemd sessions session ID. I think that's correct. And then we just write this state file session file contents to string. All good. Well, let's try. Let's try building. How did you get that much understanding of Linux? I mean, you just tinker with it. You tinker with it long enough and you get a good understanding of it. Theo Paris, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. And wow, we're at 30 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. Root. If I do cat run systemd session. Oh shoot. Doesn't. I think I have to create the directory. Path.get directory name session.statefile. And then let's reboot. And let's build it right from the boot options. I will try to install Gen 2 then. Yeah, that's a great, just dive head first. Yeah, you just have to dive in, read docs, make mistakes, and learn from it. Exactly. That's how I learned. That's one of the best ways you can learn. You just have to, well, yeah, you can't really learn unless you make mistakes. That's really the gist of it. You have to, yeah. No Yami? Thank you so much for the follow. Okay, well, those are a bunch of properties in our sessions file here. So if we do sway, session not running in virtual terminal. A little bit further ahead. Session is not running in virtual terminal. Right. Get BT, so we have to put in the BT number as well. And that would look something like system B session B6. BT number, just the number. Good enough. Let's build. Oh shoot. We can't build from there. We can build from here. It is a glue ghost. I'm glad you noticed. I'm glad you recognized it. One of my favorite artists. Let's try running sway. Failed to get session path. Method get. We're a bit closer. We are a bit closer. So now it's going to be find session path. That's what it's going to be calling. And Bopper, thank you so much for the follow. It's going to find session path. It's going to add signal matches. Oh, it's going to rely on some signals being emitted. That's kind of... That's a buzzkill. I don't want to deal with signals. But let's session path. Find session path. Let's get session return. Let's look at the contract for login D. Not Gary, or not Jerry, not Gary, and the tattoo technologist. Thank you, both of you, so much for the follow. Appreciate that. You guys find this stuff interesting enough. Because I think it's interesting enough. And Majestic Mac. Wow, we're on a roll. We're on a train. What is it? Get session. Get session. Out object path. Okay. So it wants to know the object path from the session ID, which that shouldn't even be a function. You just it's pretty deterministic what the session path is gonna be. But I digress. Let's go to login daemon interface. Let's do task, object path, get session, string session ID, and let's implement that in our login manager. Should be fairly simple. Implement missing members. If not, sessions contains key session ID. Then return null. Otherwise, return sessions session ID object path. Very simple. Oh, why is that? Oh. Oh. Well, then that's going to be get session async. Because it actually relies on the name of the function to do that. And also, are we registering the session object? We also need to do that. No. So I think we already do that in the user object. No, in the seat object. No, in neither of them. If we go back to login manager, no. Where do we register? Oh, here. Oh, okay. We're registering the session user, session object. But we should also register the user object, just to cover our bases here. User. And this needs to be async then too. And the one usage of that needs to be async. Oh, Jesus. The async virus is spreading live on air. As you can see, wherever I have to... Right, it's bubbling up. Okay, any errors now? I don't see any. Well, it seems to be complaining about that. Where's my errors? Where's my error viewer? Cannot. Oh. Oh, user needs to be an ID bus user, not ID bus object. Is ID bus object, and then that will need an object path. Public. Can I just right? And then that's going to be private set, and object path is new object path. Org free desktop login1 user / UID. I think that's right. Bootcrust, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Alrighty. That's a whole bunch of code. Although we're not getting that much further yet, but progress. And also, no one asked, but I feel like providing some context. I am re-implementing systemd login-d. That's part of my systemd replacement. Which are all written in C#. I'm trying to make it so that Sway being the Wayland tiling window manager, I'm trying to make it so that Sway starts up correctly, and Sway consults login-d in opening the frame buffer, the display device with its GPU. Oh, failed to get a session path. Huh. Value cannot be null. What? What? Okay, GD bus. Call. Destination. Org free desktop login1 manager. And then object path is org free desktop login1, I think. And then method is get session 0. No, S0. And then of course we have to do system. Get session is invalid? Get session is invalid. What? If I try to do that here, GD bus call system org free desktop manager org free desktop login1 m get session S0. Okay. What do you mean method name is invalid? Do I have to fully qualify it? The name is not activatable. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. Great. So destination's all wrong. Needs to be just login-d. And then the method name needs to be fully qualified. Oh, and Argument null exception value cannot be null. That's great. Do we ever add sessions? Add 2 sessions? We don't. Of course. When we create a session, we have to add it to the sessions dictionary. Duh. Sessions. Session.session ID is session. Obviously. And yeah, what I have here is a virtual machine that has a Fedora installation, and on a second partition has a minimal Linux setup that uses sharpinit as its init. So yeah. So if I do sway, method activate with signature on session does not exist. Okay, so it's trying to call activate on the session object. Simple enough to implement. If I go to session activate, what does that do? Let's fire up another tab of systemd login dsource. Login d session. I'm pretty sure activate is a very simple method call. Session activate. Like, it doesn't really do anything. So our seat does have VTs. Our seat does have VTs. I'm not sure that we should rely on that, but our seat does have VT, so we just need to call change VT, but honestly, I don't feel like implementing that right now. I mean, is there a syscall that? CHVT? No, I would have to import it. So rather than do that, I'm just going to add an empty activate method. Now I wonder if this will even show up. I do wonder. Let's try really quickly building it. And if it doesn't appear, then we'll have to create an iSession interface with that method. This seems so anti-fun. I would disagree, but I would agree to disagree. I see why you wouldn't think that this is fun. I think it's totally fair. Yeah, okay, it doesn't get that signature, so I have to create a public interface iSession, which inherits from IDBus object. And I would have to do public task activate async. Very good. Very good. Oh, you know what? I should do... Oh, I don't have nlog here, but it would probably be prudent to print some logs here. I think it's interesting, me being a web developer, I never get to see software of this kind. I'm glad you're interested. I certainly think this stuff is interesting. So I'm conflicted. I mean, I don't want to pull nlog in. Nlog being the logging library that I use. But I just might. I mean, what I really should be doing is pull this out of here and implement it and sharpen it. And you know what? I should really create a directory here for login management. But I'm still not sure as to my long-term plans for how this is going to be structured. Like, in terms of whether the login dereplacement is going to be a separate binary or not. Right now it's within sharpen it. Cool, cool, cool. And then I would move this here. And then I would move this to that. I mean, the work is interesting. However, rebooting a VM to rerun a command to see if your program works, I'd rather jump off a cliff. I mean, I've made it pretty easy to iterate. I've made it, you know, as you saw, but I'll show you in a second. But it's just, you select a specific boot entry. I configured it so it just builds, sharpen it, pushes it onto the partition that has the sharp suite boot entry. I think it's fairly low friction, especially for work of this kind. Regardless. Now imagine having to recompile LLVM. You know, you have to... For most pieces of software, like... You have to imagine that the developer has set up a low friction path for iterating on it. Just for that developer's sake, because to imagine otherwise would be hellish. Anyway, I moved session here for the sole purpose of having a logger. So, oh shoot, not fluent. And I did that just because I want to be able to say log.debug, ask to activate session ID. And you know what? I think we can even do well, alright, I'm just gonna go with this for now. Then we're gonna have to import a reference to that. And we're gonna have to import a reference to that. Great. I think that's all. So if I just do reboot F, I go to build sharpen it, I hit it, and it takes like, you know, 15 seconds, maybe 20 seconds, but I think it's a fairly low friction path. Oh shoot, what? Session, oh, wait. Oh, right, because I'm rsyncing from my desktop into this virtual machine, and that doesn't get rid of files. So since I moved it, I have to remove sharpen it. Come on. Platform Unix login manager.cs. Yes. And I hit build again. And I mean, yeah, it is relatively slow, but yeah, I don't know. I feel pretty comfortable with it, to be honest. Plus, for most of the work, you can just use sharpen it on your local machine. But like this is pretty low level stuff, so I do need a virtual machine. But it's not required. You know, sharpen it is also just a service manager, and for most of that work, I just run it inside of an IDE. Okay. So this needs to be rebooted. Sweet. What? That's bad. Oh, I didn't set the interface name on iSession. Like man, all of these directories are expanded, which is super annoying. Like if I go to login daemon interface, it has a dbus interface attribute. I need to add that to iSession. Oh, come on. I need to make it say session. Very good. I feel the need for other music. Method activate with signature still doesn't exist. Interesting. So if I do gdbus introspect system destination being org free desktop login 1, object path being org free desktop login 1 manager. No, just login 1. Oh, and let's do session. Oh, the object path, of course. I will just rename that for now because it was org sharpen it. And I initially wanted to keep a separate namespace. But you can see how that's cumbersome for trying to be a drop-in replacement for another piece of software. Come on. Oh, what the hell? What the hell? Oh, it's lowercase session, which is not gonna work for, Come on, what's wrong? What's wrong? Why isn't it getting registered? I hope that the toString method on the object path class is implemented. That's all. I'm gonna need to grab some water, you guys. Let's do let's check if we accomplished anything with that capitalization change. And then I'm going to get some water. Okay, we didn't. We did not. Would encourage you to build sharpen it. Well, I don't like that system D is so large and that it's written in C. So yeah, those are basically my two reasons. There are some links in the description for the stream. There's a blog post where I further make the case. I think more concretely, but that's the gist of it. And I will be back. I need to get some water, so please stick around. Yeah. Where is my mask? Oh, you know what I realized? I think I might be registering the session object on the on the wrong connection, and I am. So there are two dbus connections that I'm making to the dbus broker. One of them is just connection, which is for the sharpen it dbus object, and I also have a login manager connection. So that was my mess up. That was where I messed up. I'm also registering a login D object here, so I should also change that. I think that's it. I mean, I've said that a couple of times, but I hope that's it. Let me check it out. Yeah, I encourage you to check it out. And I mean, yeah. I hope that's it. I hope that's what gets us. Oh god, am I booting into Fedora? Because I was not paying attention. Yeah, I did. There we go. We have the activate method. Sway. Oh, take control. It's just gonna be like this. It's just gonna be like, I need this method. Okay, I'll implement it. I need that method. Okay, I'll implement it. So let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Let's add a take control. And what's the signature of take control? If we go here, take control, it takes a boolean. And then we need to implement take control. What does take control do? Good post. Thank you. I appreciate it. Take control allows a process to take exclusive managed device access control for that session. Okay. Now, also, NFG Codex, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. So I think take control is... Take control. So we're running into the credentials problem again. Postpone for now. Then we need to set the... Is there any chance you'll attempt at changing the model after you satisfy existing units? I do plan on doing that. And well, you know, I have to toot my own horn every stream, but right now, Sharpen It as it is supports like 80% of the unit file directives on my Fedora 34 desktop system. So we're pretty close. No one else will do it? Do you mean no one else will try to change it, or... I believe there could be some improvements to be made. Okay, €2. Of course, yeah. I'm the only person who will toot my horn. Yeah, I mean, if I go to CD repos, sharpen it coverage. This is a little tool I wrote that I execute every stream. And what it does is it scans a list of systemd unit files, and it determines which ones are supported in terms of the directives that are included in each unit file. Maybe I need to resize this a little bit. As you can see, for a lot of units, we already have 100% coverage. And over the aggregate, we have like 80% coverage for, these unit files and the directives that they include. And for the ones that have no unsupported directives, 41% of them have directives that are completely supported by Sharpen It. Is that just a simple token matching to determine coverage, or are they unit tests? It's more complicated than simple token matching, but it doesn't quite test for functionality. But whatever I've implemented in SharpenIt, I've pretty much implemented, you know, the entire functionality provided by a unit directive. Boa, indeed. David Souls, thank you for the follow. And then I go back here, session set controller. Session set controller, oh, come on. When setting a session controller, you forcibly mute the VT. Yeah, I get the idea. I mean, it's not, once again, it's not exactly testing for functionality. For example, with enumerations, it doesn't check that each enumeration possible is being accessed by a code path. You know, that would be an example of a more sophisticated check. It just assumes that if a unit property is being accessed within SharpenIt code, that it's supported. I mean, you know, this is not supposed to be a be-all, end-all number. After all, it's just testing one set of unit files, the ones on my Fedora system. And this could be easily not a representative sample of units. But it at least says that we have some support. And these are the most frequent unsupported keys. You can see that a lot of them are sandboxing properties, sandboxing features. And thankfully, systemd actually specifies that these can fall back gracefully. So, you know. Yeah, those are pretty menial. I will get to them eventually. Anyway, so take control needs to do what exactly? Session prepare VT. Okay. And then we need to replicate the behavior of session prepare VT. Oh boy. Session open VT. You change the owner. You IOCTL a bunch. Oh, that looks fun. And we have a struct. We have a VT mode struct. Okay. I think that's doable. I think we should, I think that should be done in login manager, the object itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a login manager, just to link this back to the login manager object. Shoot. And then what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to do prepare result is login manager prepare VT and then just int VT. I mean, you don't say int VT there. No, you do VT number. And then we implement this hypothetical. Oh, and we also, of course, we go to the session constructor here, and this, that. And then we have an internal function, prepare VT int VT number. Here, so we need some IOCTLs. What's... Okay, let's first of all open the VT. I assume that it's just an open call with a particular set of flags, these ones. Oh, it also stores the VT file descriptor in the session object. Should we do it in login manager? know what? I think I'm gonna do something like public static class login the interop. I mean, hell, this should go in its own class here. Add, and then we import a bunch of. Okay. So we have the IOCTL here. Hi, nice setup. Are you using Fedora with Tiling Window Manager? Yeah, I'm using Fedora with Sway and with Rider. That's correct. Those are correct guesses. So we import IOCTL and TTY utilities. I think, you know, I think prepare VT can be in login interop. I know. I'm not doing anything. I am just flailing around at the moment. Not doing any work. But if session VT number is no, VTFD is 0, then we open the session VTFD is TTY utilities open terminal, open TTY, dev TTY session dot VT number, and then mode is, what were those flags? Read write, close on exec, non-block, not a controlling TTY. Read write, non-block, controlling TTY, and close on exec. I really should be internally using the file descriptor class that I have. Is that right? That is Rider. Which C# am I using? It's .NET Core. It's not Mono. I wouldn't dare do this with Mono. I don't think Mono is being very actively maintained anymore. Yeah, and it works in PID 1, as you can see. So okay, so we opened the terminal. We opened the VT. Then we changed its owner to -1. Oh no, we changed it to the UID of the controlling user. We would do something like mono Unix file info. Oh, huh. There's a... Okay, that just changes directly using the file descriptor. So we can just use that, VTFD, session.user ID, -1. What? Oh, okay. It needs to be uint. Wait. Systemd can call it with -1. Why can't we? Is it just... No? That's stupid. Nah. Come on. Very minor stuff. Unix user info session.user ID. I'm honestly just gonna go with that. And then it does an IOCTL with that thing. Let's do a grep for it. Cool. Right, it's gonna be a static read-only uint. What was the name? KDS KB mode. What else does it do? Oh, K off. What's K off? Jesus. Login interop. And then what else does it do? It does KD set mode. Do I have that imported already? Do I have that in TTY utilities? Yeah, I do. KD set mode is this. Login interop. And then I need K graphics, I think. KD graphics. And that's just one. If the owner or group is specified as -1, then the ID is not changed. Didn't know that. Well, the more you know, the more you learn. Blankets cover. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay, so we have those couple of things, and then we also have to have the stupid struct, VT mode struct. Oh, thanks to VT layer, VT auto does not work with KD graphics, so we need the dummy handler here. It just acknowledges all VT switch. Hold up. Does that install a signal handler? Okay, God. Oh man, that sucks. Okay, I'm gonna see if there's a VT mode. Well, okay. Hold up. So let's move this out of here. Let's do the IOCTL calls. There's an IOCTL here. Session.btfd. KDS KB mode. K off. And then we do KD set mode. KD graphics. That good. And then we install that. VT mode. Do we mono Unix native VT mode? Oh no, there's no VT mode. Okay, let's find the VT mode struct. Okay, it's in vt.h. Struct VT mode. Do I have to do something like nope, that should just work. That struct description should just work. And then what do we do? Oh, we IOCTL with the address of the VT mode struct. Oh gosh. Do I need to do like pinning after that? Okay, let's try our luck at a... Let's try our luck with just, setting that to be a parameter in our p-invoke declaration. So if I do ref vt mode, is that gonna work? Let's see now. VT mode is new VT mode. Let's set its parameters. Mode is VT process. What the hell is VT process? It's just one. Oh, these are bytes, not chars. Oh, and those are private fields. Karanoman. Thank you so much for the follow. Apologies if I butchered your name. SigRTman, SigRTman +1. So rel-sig is signum, real-time signum. Min? Wait. Offset? Don't know what that means. How do you handle, real-time signum stuff? It's a value type. Let me just go to source here. Oh, okay. Those are useful. I'm hoping they're public. Oh, they're not. That's internal. So there you get RTmin, SigRTmin. Come on, man. You'd really hide that in the API? It surely wouldn't be in here. No, it's not. Making pancakes. Really appreciate the follow. Come on. SigRTmen. Surely, this is what we're getting stuck on. You know what? I am just taking that and I'm running with it. 32. Acquire signal 33. Okay, I think the rest are just default. System D replacement indeed. Let's do TTY utilities, IOCTL, session, BTFD. What's the request number? BT set mode. Let's look for BT set mode. And that is that. Very good. BT set mode. Ref VT mode. Huh, what? Interesting. What am I missing here? And this is a struct, is it not? It is a struct. Termius is a struct. So why can't I? Does it need to be public? No. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay. We need to be calling our own IOCTL here. Okay, gotcha. And we need to be checking the return values from these IOCTL calls. Should just make that an alias structure always by value, aren't they? Well, the thing is, this being by reference means that we're going to be passing a pointer to a VT mode object into the IOCTL call. And that's what's required here. I think, well, I mean, my C semantics aren't too strong, but I think you can pass a struct by... I think you can just pass a struct into a C function. And not just a pointer. But I'm not sure. Oh, well, so really don't focus on the C# ref keyword. Yeah, this just says that this is a VT mode star. This is a VT mode pointer that we're passing to IOCTL, which is what's required. Because, I mean, you can pass, like, a struct into IOCTL. IOCTL just takes a number here. This is sway. This is not DWM. So, IOCTL calls, R is that, and R is that. And then what we should do is, if R not equals 0, log dot, shoot. No, log manager. Get current, come on, get current class logger. Log dot error. And I'm comfortable with sticking that just after every IOCTL call. And then at the end, we return true. Is that right? Seems right. Oh, we should also log.debug session dot session ID as VTFD session dot VTFD, and that'll help us debug whether this open call is failing. Alrighty. Oh, and we need to call prepare VT somewhere, obviously. Now, if you go to here, login interop prepare VT, this if prepare results log.debug. Oh shoot. Yeah, okay, that's correct. What? Okay. Prepare V2 result is result. Good. I think we can have our first test. Let's try building. Sway is a tiling window manager. It's a quite good one. I like it. In fact, I'm trying to get Sway up and running under the Sharpen-It login instance, so clearly I have some affinity for it. I mean, I used to use Windows up until like a few months ago. I mean, I've obviously used Linux before, even exclusively for some periods of time, but I was using Windows, and then I switched to Linux on my Well, I think I pretty much always use Linux on my laptop, but I switched to Sway on my laptop from GNOME, and it was really good. It was really enjoyable. And then I was still using Windows on my desktop, and then I got a second monitor for my desktop. And after that, I couldn't really not use a tiling window manager. I mean, and the thing is, there's really nothing decent under Windows that lets you have tiling windows. I find that it really helps with workspace discipline. So that's why I switched to Linux. Like, not that recently, but it's been a good few months. But still, you know, that's pretty much why I did it. Fancy zones, and I built a workspace manager. That's very cool. Feel free to link it if you would like. Whoa! So it hung. Nah, it didn't. It didn't hang as in. Well, it's stuck. It's stuck. Shoot. I go to sharpen it. Debium. Prepare VT result is true. Okay, that's promising. Oh, you're talking about Fancy Zones, the power tool. Yeah, I mean, I still don't think it really compares to using a true tiling window manager. Switching to Linux was a good idea. Oh, that's your workspace manager. Very cool, yeah. Okay, so let me kill this virtual machine. We are getting somewhere, clearly. And let me launch Sway. And then let me try to launch Sway in a logging way. Like, it'll log its output if possible, please. Could I just like Sway and is that even legal syntax? Sleep 10 p:9 Sway. Yeah, that's not legal. Well, I feel confident in saying that didn't work. Nope, that's gone. Could I do? Could I redirect the output of Sway to dev console, which is this little output I have right here? Oh, let me swap these just so you guys can more easily see what's going on there. Root. If I do something like, what's a command that'll generate standard error output? Come on. I'm really blanking right now. Anyone? What is a command that will generate standard error output? Not like explicitly, because I'm gonna because I want to redirect. Come on. I'm going to redirect to dev console, but I don't feel, is it gonna be... I always confuse the syntax that's involved in... I'm just gonna look it up like a dweeb. I mean, see, even that, like, two redirect and one, that will just redirect standard error to standard output. Oh shoot, this seems easy. So if I just do sway and redirect to temp sway log, but then it's not gonna sync. It's not gonna sync to disk. And if I just reset it, it's gonna... Man. Oh, right! I wanted to redirect it to dev console. That's what I started out saying. Okay, there we go. Now we get this. Fail to take device. Okay. Easy, 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 easy. Fail to open any DRM device. I'm honestly surprised that this set of IO controls and all that stuff worked. Okay, let's just look at take device. I mean, shit, it's even recognizing the correct device path. That's something. Method take device. Method take device. Oh, it's gonna take a major number and a minor number. And that's the... Is that on the manager object? Okay, let's implement it on the session and then we can do the manager object, I think. I think it's even just straight up on the session object. Oh, 2 follows. Red Enzo, Red 3 Enzo, and Edgar Mendoza. Thank you, both of you, for following. Appreciate it. So public task, it's gonna be a tuple of a file descriptor and a boolean. So safe close handle, close safe handle, bool, take device, async, int major, int minor. Very good. Then we go ahead and implement missing members. And then we go ahead and put on some music because I'm feeling empty. How is it even possible to run out of music? And I haven't. You know, there's plenty of stuff that wouldn't fit the stream. But I feel like I've been through like 3 albums just to stream. What to play? No, I think this is a good one. Very chill. Very cool. Take device. So this is an exciting one. This is the function that I was looking at before I even began the stream. And I think I even went over it. But make up, is that a system D shorthand? Make dev, come on. I think I might have even implemented that in UDEV enumerator. From devnum. Okay, very good. From devnum, like that. So I gotta say, the reason I even clicked on your stream is because you're kind of a doppelganger for my sister. Wow. I mean, what can I say? Great. I was like, what the hell is she doing out here? Is she a programmer? Uh, absolutely not. Okay. Oh, so make dev is a syscall. And returns a dev t. What's a dev t? Oh, but she works at a think tank, so she's pretty smart. She's a mathematician. Very cool. Okay, so dev t, mm. So dev, it's not just getting the syspath, it's for devnum is syscall make dev. Come on. Is it in libc? Oh wow, I heard Kate really loves math too. He says that because I'm failing my calculus class. Hilarious. Hilarious. Okay, I think I need to import makedev. Is it really in libc? Oh, it's a macro. I mean, obviously, it's just bit packing. That's what it is. Come on. I can do better than that. What's the macro? Let me see the macro. User include make dev. Come on. GNU make dev. Oh god, it's in bits. I always fall for that. Alright. I have a math degree and I just got into game dev got into game dev like 25 years later, and I'm feeling really stupid after a career without really ever using math. And most I ever worried about was memory management and big O complexity, really. Timing and race conditions. Bad joke made worse. Yeah, race conditions. I have experiences with race conditions, especially on stream. What is it complaining about that? Seriously. I mean, is a dev, how many bits in a dev T? It's a 32-bit quantity. Okay, that sounds good. And how do we use make dev? It's in systemd. here. Session device new. Session device new here. Hydrothermal. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it, guys. Hi. Hello. Session device open. Right. This is the meat and bones. Man. Do I need a device type? No, I don't. Just need to internally track them. Okay, let's create a session device type. I'm feeling pretty tired, to be honest, you guys. Probably the last 15-20 minutes of stream. But I mean, you guys can see we're getting somewhere. We're getting it to hang the VT, probably because it really does enable graphics mode. Okay, session device. It's SD node. SD get syspath, SD get dev name. Where does that get? Node. The hell? Oh, here. str dupe node. Okay, I guess that's it then. ST device get dev name. Let's see what that does. Here. Oh shoot. Should have clicked the line. So it's operating on UDEV devices already. And how do we ever get there? Okay. And it uses the devnum to get the UDEV device. That's such a rat's nest. I mean, really extra. Oh. Makes sense. Cool. So we just do what now? You'd have a numerator. Shoot. I really don't have any searching available. You'd have device from devnum. Major, minor, false. It's a character device. That's why I highlighted the C here. That's what that means. From syspath. So I think what I can do is I can reuse the syspath of this UDEV device. Syspath. Dev is UDEV enumerator. Devices. Key device syspath. Yeah. And then we have a detect device type. Jesus. Okay, that just checks the subsystem. Easy enough. We could have a little num here. DRM, evdev. I mean, shoot, do we even really need that? Oh yeah, we do. And in fact, we do need a session device class as well. So we might as well get to that. String syspath. Public and device FD. Public session device type. It should be session device type instead of login device type. Session device type. And then this should take a UDEV device and it should fill these things out. If device.subsystem is DRM, then we do device type as DRM. If device.subsystem is evdev, eventdev, device type is session device type.evdev, otherwise, well, it should be other by default anyway. And what now? We are making our way through this. For evdev devices, we need the parent node as device. Jesus. We'll see .ca.canada. Hello. Welcome back. I need to get more water. I've been drinking a lot of water this stream. I will be back. Please stick around, guys. Oh, and Louis Man Froname, thank you so much for the follow. Hello. Whoa. Bash Bunny. I've watched your stream before. Oh, shoot, am I getting rated? Dang. Alright, wow. Party of 70 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Bash Bunny. You guys should check her channel out. Well, you're coming from there, obviously. My first time getting rated. Okay, so what I'm doing is setting up this thing. Well, right now I'm re-implementing systemd login. Have a good night. Yeah. I'm re-implementing systemd login. Systemd login manages devices, sessions. They need to be like captured, etc. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on. Okay, I'm a little flustered right now. Yeah, have a good night, Bash Bunny. Alright, so we're checking the subsystem of the device. If it's a DRM device or an EV device. Okay, so if it's an EV device, then we really need the parent node. So we should probably check for that here. If session device device type is fdev, then we're gonna check whether, how does it check? Get parent with subsystem dev type. Oh yeah, it checks if there's a parent in that given subsystem. So I think for something like what we're doing here, let me restart the virtual machine. If I do something like sharpen the CTL, and by the way, this is a virtual machine in which sharpen it is acting as both init, you know, PID1, the service manager, as well as systemd login. And I have this little utility, sharpen the CTL, which is supposed to replicate systemctl. But anyway, if I do list seats, then you can see there's a bunch of devices. For example, you can see, even though I can't highlight it because my cursor is invisible over this virtual machine window, you can see that for input 1, there's input 1 scroll lock, there's input 1 num lock, there's input 1 caps lock. So those are the things that we need to prune out. Okay. I think we can ignore that for now, being cautious here. The caller might have gotten the UDF event before we were able to process it. Hands fake the add event and let the login manager handle the new device. I'm not sure what that's doing. Oh, this is just a verification code. Well, I mean, at least captures the details of the device into the session device object. And a bunch of follows. I mean, Pokeball, ZS, Coder, Bash Bunny herself, thank you so much. Nix Craig, Devok11, KZTM3, and Yarmolenko 220. Thank all of you people for your follows. Okay, so we need to store that session device object somewhere. I think it would be prudent to store it in the session object. So we can have something like list. Or well, we should probably have a dictionary keyed by syspath of these session devices. When you're rated by Bash, you're one of our own. Very cool project, systemd replacement. Thank you so much. Yeah. There are some links in the description, the stream description, if you guys are curious about my motivations for this project, as well as links to the software that I'm talking about here, including systemd and login and sharpen it. So yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, session device has a reference back to the session under which it belongs. So that's one thing. Let's set that in take device async. Session device session is session device. No, it's just session. No, it's even this because we're saying that inside of session. To do prune devices that are children of other devices. Alright. And then if session device type not equals session type DRM, well, if this is any other type of device but an dev and a DRM device, then we shouldn't be performing any kind of special handling on it. In which case, we do not, in which case, well, what do we do specifically? I mean, session device verify. It'll return an no device, whereas session device verify called from session device new, go to error, returns that, whereas session device new called from, I think it's from this file here. Method take device. Okay, yeah. So that just returns, in that case, we return something like return null false. Okay, it can't be null. New close safe handle -1 false. Oh, seriously? It needs to be something other than -1. Oh, it's an int pointer. Okay. Is that it? Is that good enough? Oh, and this needs to be async. Alright. And this would prune it using that same line. Alright. So method take device, session device new, session device save. Reply method return. I mean, does session device save by itself take the device? Let's see here. Store device FD. Oh, so this uses FD store. That's interesting. I was looking for something that would use FD store. Xcoding and Misty Gun. Thank you guys so much for the follows. So yeah, this uses SD notify and the FD store, FD name messages. That's very cool. Hello, what are you working on? I am working on a systemd login replacement written in C#. I am currently working on the portion of systemd login that manages system devices and assigns them to login sessions and controls the access of those devices to the processes that manage those sessions. And in short, it's, you know, if you fire up a window manager like Sway, it'll ask systemd login to give control of, for example, the GPU. So I'm working on a replacement intermediary that'll handle that task. Alright, and then take device async. I'm feeling a bit lost again. Session device new. Oh, okay. So it also needs to open the device. Right, and while opening the device, it'll call these syscall calling functions, or these are, I think, IO control messages. Ham sandwich inbound. Thank you so much for the follow. So in session device open, So we should check here if session devices, if we've already opened this device, basically, contains key dev.syspath. Well, okay, so I should have this branch be where we open a device. And then after these two checks, we would have something like this. I'm pretty sure SD node is the... What is that, SD node? We just found it. Dang it. It's the session device verify. I know where it is. Node being get dev name. And what's dev name? Oh, it's just a path under dev. Very good, very good. Syscall.open dev paths. What's in dev paths? 2.8 and Rubbish Wizard. Thank both of you guys so much for your follows and for your attention and for your interest. Okay, device dev paths. Alright, I think it's pretty safe to assume. Well, okay, let's do dev path is dev.devpaths.first. Log.debug. Opening device. Let's print the syspath here. Under dev path. Then we do dev path with the flags being read write, close on exec, no controlling TTY, and non-block. If FD is less than 0, then we say log.warn. Open call failed for device dev.syspath. We print the return, and then we print the error number. Yeah, last error. Okay. And after that, we probably want to store that FD in the session device object. Device FD is FD. And then I think we're ready to go to session device open. And then we switch on the device type. Well, we don't need to switch. There's basically two cases we need to handle. Device type is DRM. Then we need to make that IO control call with DRM IOCTL set master, which we can find by grepping for that under user include. Oh, come on. That's lame. Let's find out what DRM-IO is. Okay. What is IO then? Oh my god. I think I can just get away with DRM IOCTL base D. So I think it just adds. What was it? I think it just adds this to this. I'm not sure. Let me look at this here. Oh, well, I guess I'm covering it with my face. That's a bit rude. Blast Wave, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, jeez. IOCTL command encoding, 32 bits total. Command and lower 16 bits, size of the parameter structure and lower 14 bits of the upper 16 bits. Jesus. Okay, so is there a shorthand for that under mono, Unix, native? No, unfortunately not. Doesn't seem that way. Okay, I think I'll have to do it by hand. I mean, I'm half inclined to just write a short C program that prints those constants for me. I mean, come on. It's under drm.h. Let's do it, you guys. Oh man. I hope I'm totally not stumbling over my own feet here with my Is that even going to be valid? GCC DRM constants.c a.out. Okay. Oh man. So that's one constant. Well, okay, let's do more than one. Let's do printf. Oh, what's the other one? Drop master. This feels so much better than trying to look those up through the headers. What do we want? We want something to do with evdevs. Oh, evdev devices are revoked while inactive. Reopen it and we are fine. Cool, great. Well, okay, that sounds a bit challenging because it implies something that I haven't implemented. But okay. So those are two things. Those are two DRM constants. And you know what? If I get DRM working, if I get the frame buffer to be handled by lognd, then I am happy. I am a happy woman. So set master is that, drop master is that plus 1. Let's go to login interop. DRM IOCTL. Okay, so now we do Shoot, those shouldn't be private, probably. Those should probably be public. Or I mean, internal. And then we go back here. We do TTY utilities, IOCTL, session device dot device FD, request being login interop dot set master 0. You know what? I'm gonna have this be R as in return value, and then I'm gonna reuse R here. And then I'm gonna copy paste this here. And then I'm gonna say set master failed for DRM device dot. One thing at a time. Okay, disregard evdev for now. Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, I mean... Oh, this needs to be out of this place. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have a session device object here. Like that. And then it's just session devices indexed by the syspath. Interesting you chose C# over C++ for a systemd project. I mean, I want memory safety, that's why I chose C#. No good Nick and Any Dragon, thank you, both of you, for your follows. Yeah. So, okay, we do the IOCTL there, all good. And then after all of that, we return the int pointer to session device dot device FD. And what's the boolean that we're returning? If I go to here, take device inactive. I think that's just gonna be true. Whoa, that was a lot of code without testing. So we have take device. I'm feeling feisty. I just want to try it. Reboot of build sharpen it. No good Nick, hello. Hello to you. Let me move this to the bottom. In fact, let me get rid of this terminal. Does this C# get compiled to bytecode or directly to native? It gets compiled to bytecode. But it can also, and I haven't personally tested compiling it ahead of time. I mean, this just works, you know? Does it run with GC? It does. Alright, moment of truth. Sway and redirect to dev console. Oh, okay, it needs to be uints for take device. Cool. Go to login daemon interface. No. Session. Uint major, uint minor. And hell, we should probably have if dev not equals null log.debug open device major minor with syspath dev.syspath. Else log.warn. Could not find udev device for major, minor. And then we return that. Cool. I think that's good. And we kill the VM, and then we build sharpen it again. Interesting project. A lot of people hate systemd. Good luck. Thank you so much. Oh shoot, doesn't build. Session does not. Oh, we changed the signature but did not change it here. Uint and uint. And probably cast those to integers here. Are you using Mono or anything like that? I am using .NET Core, which officially supports Linux, as well as FreeBSD, interestingly enough. You know, I would like this to be cross-platform. I'm being idealistic, but, you know, ideally, this would also work for FreeBSD, or any BSD one day, as well as work as a service manager for Windows. Yeah. I am using .NET Core. Let's give it a shot. Oh, shoot. That's a kernel panic. Prepare VT result is true. Open device with syspath DRM card 0. Where exactly are we? Oh, get signal. Oh. I think we're being signaled that RT signal that we set up in login interop. I think we're not handling that, and I think that's what's causing the issue. So if I just go to Unix platform initialization, go to signal handlers. Do you get a lot of questions about why and how you're using C# for this project? I indeed do. I do. I think it's good. I mean, I think it's funny when I show people that there's .NET running in PID1 of this Linux setup here. It tends to, and especially because it re-implements systemd, it's like it's the perfect combination of things that would make Linux people mad. Yeah, you can see PID1 has been sharp in it. Okay, so if I need to add a real-time signal handler, Summer Espresso. Yeah, what's that emote? Lol. Lol indeed. Okay, new real-time, no. Does Unix signal just support that? Oh, it does. And then we just do delegate empty, as well as this guy. Oh shoot, it doesn't support adding. That can be 0, that can be 1. And we can just say log.info rtsegmen called. So we can see if those are happening. Cool. Let's try that now. I'm not trying to make Linux people mad. I like a lot of Linux people. It's just, yeah, I don't know what to say. Saviosena, Sav10sena, and Ender Shrooms. Thank both of you guys for your follows. Really appreciate it. Yeah. Let's try running. Ah, shoot. There's a race condition somewhere that makes it so that sometimes it stalls. I imagine while connecting to dbus. I think that's the culprit. Oh, seriously? Again? The wall behind you reminds me of a dorm because it is a dorm. It's scary. What the hell? Oh, okay, it just took a while. I don't know why it is slow now. Do you know if compilation AOT for C# worth it in terms of runtime performance? Not for this application. I mean, nothing I'm doing here is CPU intensive. There's really no benefit that I can see. Yeah, it just took a while. I don't know why it did that. Let's try sway and to console. Oh, Jesus. Strange. I mean, I think I'm handling the... Is there something special about real-time signals that I need to consider? GC? I mean, yeah, but not like systemd is a latency critical application, as far as I know. Real-time signal. Huh. This is actually exactly what I'm getting. Don't use printf inference from inside a signal handler. Okay. Yeah, maybe that's good. Maybe that's good advice. Maybe. I was just kidding. I mean, yeah, but like people do earnestly wonder that. And I mean, it's not like it's a bad question to ask. But yeah, there's no point to having your you know, the trade-off is, to me, very obvious and clear. You should have a trade-off towards security and safety versus raw throughput or latency for something as central to your system as systemd. Something running with such privileges. I mean, systemd has just about any privilege available on your system there is. Also, why is it slow now? Is it because of the signal handlers? Still a kernel panic. That makes me sad. Why did I pick C# over Rust? I don't know Rust. C# is my favorite language. I should learn Rust. Before systemd was a bunch of shell scripts, performance is not a serious concern, lol. Exactly. I mean, you know, I talk about trade-offs, etc., but obviously something like systemd is going to interact with a lot of low-level APIs, contracts, things. So you have things like these. You have some segfalls that happen sometimes. It's not exactly perfect, but I think it's better than 200,000 lines of C. And obviously there's some space for improvement here. I mean, I'm a one person working on this project. And I think it's much more readable and maintainable than systemd is. So, yeah. Okay. Man. sig action, sig RT men, A null. Come on. First, hi, and LOL, no, and it was not a bunch of shell scripts. There are definitely some shell script in its, including ones that were popular in the past. Fallen Axon, thank you so much for the follow. There can be only one left. One what? Why is that not working? I mean, to be fair, I am printing stuff in here. When it probably makes sense not to be doing a ton of things in a signal handler. Okay, let's try running it, building it. I'm too old and I presume you're too young for having seen that movie. Yeah. I lack a lot of popular culture. Yeah. Why is it booting so slowly now? Is it the real-time signal? I mean, that's the one thing I changed. I don't understand. Curious. No, it's still a kernel panic. I mean, what if it's not the signal? What if we could just take out the... Where is it? Login interop. We could just take the release and acquisition signals out, but also, maybe it's not 32 and 33. Can we set just regular signals there? Is it that we're not responding to the signal in an adequate way? Let's look at login-D's signal management, signal handling. I do have info, and I have a stack trace that's not very helpful. Let's see. Login D.c. RTnum. Oh shoot. Manager BT switch. That sounds like what is being triggered. Right, and it adds SIG-RT-men to manager BT switch. Okay. Manager RT switch. We are requested to acknowledge the VT switch signal by the kernel, but there's no registered session, blah blah blah. That we need to call that. Well, we need to perform the equivalent of that. Session device pause all, VT release. Is VT release, what is that? It's internal util. VT release display, that's what we need to call. That is what we need to call. What's VT release display? User include. That is VT release display. Then we go to TTY utilities. Here. Public static read only event. What was the name? VT release display. Cool. And then we go to the signal handler. And if you receive the first signal, I mean, I doubt that this is gonna work, you guys. We do something like TTY utilities, IOCTL, and then what do we do? BTFD. So we do program, login manager, sessions. And what if we don't have the BTFD? Sessions, let's just hard code it for now. BTFD, TTY utilities dot, release display, and then 0. I doubt that this is gonna work, but I should try. And if it doesn't, I think, let's see. Boot. Man, that's so slow now. Kinda sucks. I should figure that out. And then I do sway. Whoa! That was it! That really was it. Okay. Let's see, I missed the output. What was it? I wasn't handling the release display request that was being, the release VT request that was being sent by the kernel with this real-time signal. So I just do the right IOCTL call, to handle it, and that makes it so that it doesn't segfault. That's a great beginning. That's a great start. That's a great... Okay. Failed to open dbus con- Huh. Wait. What? Bus... Oh, is this hung? It is. Wait. Maybe it's not fixed, you guys. Come on now. It's so comically slow. What the hell is wrong with it? I mean, if you guys remember, it was booting in like 4 seconds. It makes me think there's something fishy going on with that signal. The real Chasmathy and Feisty Lobster. Thank both of you guys for your follows. Did I try to turn it off and on again? I definitely did. I'm in the middle of waiting for it to turn on after turning it off. It's a good suggestion, but yeah. Wow, and we ran out of music again. Must be the outdated print drivers. I think so. I think that's a factor. Well, okay, guys. So we've made a bunch of good progress, I think, so far today. But I think it's time for me to go to bed. If any of this stuff interested you, please consider following my channel. I develop Sharpen It. I don't want to say pretty regularly, but I do stream occasionally. It's just 7 a.m. It's unfortunately midnight for me. And, you know, if you're interested, regardless, there are links in the description of my channel where you can check out, oh god, it's the segfault again. It was just dbus not being up. Anyway, yeah, there are links in the description to the repo, to the blog post that explains my reasoning as to why this project even exists. Yeah, and thank all of you for dropping by, for watching, for your chats, for your follows, and I will hopefully see you guys again soon. Bye, and have a good night.